Last time we saw you, we were working on our first indie game. It started with a group of college students who had a passion for games and a desire to create something new and unique. This resulted in the stylized, narrative-based movement platformer Unsent. You watched as we put sweat, tears, and tireless nights into creating the best game we could. After traveling to many showcase events and even having our writer get Valentine tattooed on his leg, we raced toward the finish line. After finally launching the game in early access, we were happy to see the positive attention it was getting, which resulted in a very positive review score on Steam. Since then, we've been working on something new and are excited to bring you into the fold.
The idea is that you play as a little character in a world full of other little characters, and you catch small fish that are appropriately normal size to you.
Microfishing, second time around, got a 91. Over Under got an 81, and Monster Food got an 84. So microfishing is currently the leader in the clubhouse.
Are we using microfishing as the working name?
No, we're gonna use
that. Can be the project.
I've been fishing since before I can remember, and I really love fishing games. I've played so many as a kid, and I knew I wanted to do a fishing game, and I knew I wanted to do like maybe a twist on it. In terms of games, maybe fishing resorts, web fishing, kind of the Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing mini games were big inspirations. In terms of like inspirations for fishing in general, as I mentioned, it kind of comes from my history of loving fishing and loving fish. So that's where that came from.
Reel Tiny is a little fishing game that we're making where you play as a shrew who lives in the mountains of Appalachia, and you live in a little village called Critters Creek. That village relies on the fish in the river, the creek, if you will, to survive. And so you get to fish for little fish that you wouldn't normally get to catch in fishing games and feed the village.
We're making Reel Tiny in 6 months as a test case for a hypothesis that we have about being able to create games quickly. We want to develop an accelerator for indie game studios, and we think that if we can figure out how to effectively and efficiently build a full game in 6 months that is successful, then we can help teach other studios how to do the same thing and try to replicate that success.
Important to try to make something that's pretty unique, which I think, given the scale of everything that we're doing, like making the characters based on like a semi-realistic scale to like what the actual like creatures that they're based on are, using realistic scales for the actual fish that you catch. It adds something unique to the environment and the world that you're in.
I think if there's this feeling that we got sort of lost up a creek without a paddle, where like we began chasing this feature that or just a bunch of features without thinking about, without holding true to what's important about the game, I think that would be really disastrous. Oh, we all have to take turns pressing the button.
Until it actually happens. Oh. All right, now you type the R. Type release. Alright, now you type
Liam.
And then for soup, you gotta do app.
APP?
I believe so.
Hey!
mean, primarily we need it to sell. I think it's not bad for a game studio to openly admit that games need to sell to make money so that they can keep building more games. So that's, I'd say, number one. Like our goal is 3,000 units per month, which is significantly more than what Unsent has averaged per month. But we're hoping that this, I think, hits a wider audience. I think outside of that, I think this is like truly our first like build together as a team, like from start to finish. And so outside of just like commercial success, I think it can be a really good moment for the company to like come together as like one unit and like be proud of a piece of work we all did together. And I think last part of what I'm hoping to achieve is more proof of concept stuff that we can prototype for 2 weeks, land on a game idea, like understand its marketability, and build it and sell it in a 6-month time frame, which is a hypothesis I guess we hope to prove to be true.